What if you could make better decisions about your health, finances, and happiness without even realizing it? What if small, almost invisible changes in your environment could lead to significant improvements in your life? Could the secret to unlocking smarter, healthier, and more fulfilling choices be as simple as a nudge? Welcome to the fascinating world of nudge. A groundbreaking exploration of human behavior that asks, are we really in control of our decisions, or do subtle influences guide us every day? Get ready to discover how tiny tweaks in how we present choices can lead to monumental shifts in how we live, work, and thrive. Are you ready to be nudged? Nudge explores how people make decisions and how small changes in the way choices are presented can significantly influence behavior, often for the better. The book is grounded in behavioral economics and psychology, focusing on how individuals often rely on mental shortcuts and default options when making decisions. These tendencies, while useful in some cases, can lead to poor outcomes when decisions are complex, uncertain, or overwhelming. The choice architecture. The authors begin with a simple yet profound idea. Humans are not always the rational decision-makers traditional economics assumes. Instead, we are influenced by cognitive biases, emotions, social pressures, and the context in which choices are presented. This makes us what the authors call humans, as opposed to the perfectly rational econs of classical economic theory. While econs weigh every option logically, humans often follow their instincts, make snap judgments, or simply stick with the default. This is where the concept of choice architecture comes into play. Choice architecture refers to how decisions are structured and presented. A choice architect is anyone who influences how options are laid out, whether intentionally or unintentionally. For example, a cafeteria manager deciding how to arrange food on display is a choice architect. By placing healthier foods at eye level, they can gently nudge people toward better eating habits without restricting their freedom to choose. Libertarian paternalism. At the heart of the book is the principle of libertarian paternalism. It's a seemingly paradoxical idea that combines freedom of choice, libertarianism, with gentle guidance for better decision-making, paternalism. The authors argue that nudges, small interventions that steer people in a particular direction while leaving all options open, are powerful tools for promoting individual and societal well-being. Unlike mandates or bans, nudges respect personal freedom while helping people make choices aligned with their goals and values. The book explores a wide range of real-world applications for nudging, from personal finance to public policy. Saving for retirement. One of the most effective nudges discussed is the use of automatic enrollment in retirement savings plans. Many people fail to save enough for retirement, not because they don't want to, but because they procrastinate or feel overwhelmed by the complexity of investment choices. By making enrollment the default option with the possibility to opt out, employers can dramatically increase participation rates. This simple tweak leverages inertia and the human tendency to stick with the status quo. Health and wellness. Health-related nudges range from placing calorie labels on menus to arranging healthier foods more prominently in stores. For example, defaults can also be used in organ donation. Countries with an opt-out system for organ donation, where everyone is automatically a donor unless they choose otherwise, have much higher participation rates than opt-in systems. The difference lies not in the level of freedom, but in how the choice is framed. Environmental choices. The book highlights how nudges can encourage environmentally friendly behavior. For instance, Default settings on thermostats can reduce energy use, and making recycling bins more accessible can increase participation in recycling programs. Even subtle cues like adding social norms to utility bills, for example, your neighbors use 20% less energy than you, can motivate people to conserve energy. Improving health systems. In healthcare, nudges can help patients make better decisions about treatments and screenings. For instance, presenting options in a way that highlights the most effective choice or simplifying complex medical information can lead to better outcomes. Similarly, reminders for vaccinations or health checkups are nudges that promote healthier habits. Education and learning. Students often face challenges in staying motivated and focused. Nudges like text message reminders for deadlines or personalized feedback on performance can help students stay on track. Even simple interventions, such as rearranging how course options are presented in a school catalog, can influence decisions about education paths. Behavioral biases and how to overcome them. The book delves into common cognitive biases that hinder decision-making, such as loss aversion, overconfidence, and present bias, the tendency to prioritize immediate rewards over long-term benefits. By understanding these biases, choice architects can design nudges that counteract them. For instance, framing a decision in terms of potential losses rather than gains. For example, you'll lose $50 if you don't act now, versus you'll gain $50 if you act now, can make people more likely to take action. The ethics of nudging. While nudges can be incredibly effective, they also raise ethical questions. Who gets to decide what constitutes a better choice? Can nudges be manipulative? The authors argue that nudging is unavoidable. Every choice architecture influences decisions, whether intentionally or not. The key, they suggest, is transparency and aligning nudges with the individual's best interests. Why nudges work. The effectiveness of nudges lies in their subtlety. By making the desired option easier, more accessible, or more attractive, nudges work with our natural tendencies rather than against them. They don't force us to change, but gently steer us toward better outcomes, often without us even realizing it. Key takeaways. 1. Defaults matter. People are more likely to stick with default options, so setting beneficial defaults, like automatic savings, can lead to better outcomes. 2. Simplify choices. Too many options can overwhelm people. Simplifying and organizing choices can help them make better decisions. 3. Harness social norms. People are influenced by what others are doing. Highlighting positive behaviors can encourage others to follow suit. 4. Make the better choice easier. Small changes, like rearranging options or adding reminders, can have a big impact. The beauty of nudges is their scalability. They can be applied at the level of personal decisions, organizational policies, or even national programs. By understanding how people think and act, we can design environments that help everyone make better choices. So, what kind of choices are you making every day? Are you steering toward your goals, or are the invisible forces around you quietly leading you astray? Could a simple nudge be the difference between saving for the future or spending impulsively, eating healthier or giving into temptation, recycling or tossing it all away? As you step back into the world, armed with the ideas from Nudge, ask yourself, how can you redesign your environment, your own choice architecture, to make better decisions effortlessly? And more importantly, how can we all nudge each other toward a brighter, smarter, and more compassionate world? This has been BitBooks, where we bring big ideas into bite-sized conversations. And let us know in the comments, what's the one nudge you'd like to see in your life? See you in the next chapter.